Today we're going to work on writing our stories about starting third grade. Last week we made our organizer to plan out our story. We put a title, what was going to happen in our beginning, what happened in our middle, and what happened in the end. For this one, you can see that our title is third grade. The beginning says that scared, breakfast, and they met their new teacher. Middle, they had some of the same friends, and they played football. And they had PE, and then they went home. So we're going to move over to our lined paper. We're going to make sure that it is turned to where there is this space at the top where we can write our name. So first we're going to grab our pencil and we're going to write our name at the top. Okay. Now we're going to write first because it happened in our story first. So notice how I'm going to make my F capital because it's at the beginning of my sentence. We're going to go from the top line to the bottom. And then my I is lowercase, so it's going to go underneath this dotted line. It's going to start at the dotted line and go down to the bottom, and then our dot. Same with our R, S, T. Okay, and then a comma. So first, we got to school. Oh, let's see. First, I was scared. So I is capital. Just going to go to the top of the line and down to the bottom. I was, it's lowercase, so it's all going to be start at the middle line and go down to the bottom. I was scared. It's also lowercase, so we're going to start at the middle line and go down to the bottom. Scared. Now some of our lowercase letters will go to our top line, but it's like T's and D's, B's, things like that. But our little half circles always start at the middle line and go down to the bottom. First, I was scared, and that's the end of our sentence, so we need some kind of punctuation. What could we put? A period, question mark, exclamation point. Period, you're right. First, I was scared. Then, back at our graphic organizer, we have that we had breakfast. So, we could do I, it's capital because it's the beginning of our sentence, and we're out of room at the end, so we're not going to squeeze in our words here to make them fit. We're going to go down to the next line. I had breakfast. Oh, and H is one of those lowercase letters that goes to the top line also, but our little part here stays under the middle line. Add. First, I was scared. I had breakfast. So breakfast is a hard word, but if we can remember, that's one of our compound words we were learning. So first, let's spell break and then fast. So break. I hear an A, so I'm going to put an A. Break. Here, a K. Break. Fast. Now, if you don't know how to spell breakfast and you sound out your sounds, this is what it would sound like. And that is great if you can stretch out your sounds and spell it that way. But we know that breakfast is actually spelled BREAKFAST. And then we need some kind of punctuation. So we'll probably do a period. Then it says they met their new teacher. So go back to I, because we're talking about me. I, capital, is the beginning of our sentence. I met at my, and it's all under the middle line. But our Y here is going to start at our middle line, but it's actually, the little tail here is going to go under our bottom line. And that would go for G's, Y's, P's, all lowercase letters like that. So I met my, we have no more space here, so we need to go down to our bottom line, or to our next line. So I met my new, new teacher. So we hear t, E, we hear our E. Ch. What makes a ch sound? We remember a CH makes a ch sound. ER makes a sound that has that bossy R. And if you could sound out your words, then that would be fine. But we do know that teachers, TEACHER. I met my new teacher, period. Okay. Now we're going to go to our middle. It says that they had some of the same friends and they played football. So we could write next, or you could do words like then. So we're going to do next. So it's the beginning of our sentence. We're going to do capital N, do and then the rest are going to be lowercase. Ext. Okay, next, and a comma, just like we did our first up here. Next, I saw my friends. So I is capital because we're talking about me. I saw and we don't really have enough space here for my, so we're going to go down to our next line and say my, and it's all lowercase because we haven't started a new sentence. We're just completing the rest of our sentence, so it's still lowercase. So next, I saw my friends. Now, even though our F is lowercase, it's going to start at our top line. So, just like that. My friends. Sounds like an I. D. Period. So that's the end of our sentence. Next, I saw my friends. And this would be close enough for me, and I would not count off on these because you sounded out your words and stretched your sounds. But we should know that friends is FRIENDS. Did I just spell that wrong? Okay. Then, let's see, it says played football. So we could say we, because I'm talking about me and my friends. So we is going to be capital. We played. There's our lowercase p that goes under our bottom line that we talked about earlier. Or L, even though it's lowercase, starts at the top and goes down to the bottom. Played. And we know that it happened in the past, so we're going to use our suffix that makes our words say that happened in the past, and we know that that is an ED. And this is very close. You sounded it out, and you know that you heard that A, but there was a silent Y, so it is played. We played, and there's a lot of space here, but not for football. So we're going to go down to our next line because we do not want to try to squeeze it in here and make it where we can't read it. So we played, and we're just completing our sentence. So it's not going to be capital, but football has an F in it, and it's going to start at the top, even though it's lowercase. But it's just a little more curved than our capital F's. Football. And that's a compound word. Foot and ball. But we're not going to put space in between foot and ball. We're going to put them together so that we know it's one word. We played football. Period. All right. So that is our middle. Now we're going to go to our end. But we don't, so we're going to say, last. So we could say last or after, then, any of those words would be good. But I think we're going to do last because this is our end. So we're going to go with the capital letter because it is the beginning of a sentence. Comma, just like when we did a comma at first and next. So last, and it says they went to PE and then they went home. So last, we, because you could say I had PE, or you could say we because you went with your class, your friends, and you could be talking about all of you. Or you could just say I and just be talking about yourself. But I think we're going to do we so that we can include the whole class. So last, we went to, I think we can fit two here because it's just two letters. To and now we're going to flip our paper over because we have run out of space and we have more lines on the back, but we want to make sure we start at the top. So we're going to make sure we have this space at the top, and we're going to say, see, last we went to PE. So that is the name of a class, and we can capitalize that. So we're going to do two capital letters, P, E, period. And then they say that they went home. So we could do, then I went home So then TH makes our sound. In comma I, because I'm the only one that went to my house. I went home. And we probably have spacer home here, so our H is going to start at the top and go like that, but it is lowercase. Home, period. And then we could say, it was a great day, or something like that. Add in some kind of feelings about how you felt about going to 3rd grade. You know, you said at the beginning you were scared, or you may have said you're excited, or whatever you may have said at the beginning, and at the end say maybe how your feelings have changed. Like, it was a great day, I had so much fun. Or you could say, really there was a whole lot of work and I didn't like it, or just whatever you felt about 3rd grade. Just write that. So then I went home. So I'm going to say it was a great day because I saw some of my same friends from 2nd grade. We got to play football at recess. We even went to PE to do more running around and playing. And I know that's a lot of y'all's favorite things to do. So I'm going to say that this student had a great day. So I'm going to say I, and it's the beginning of our sentence, so it's capital. I had now great might be a tricky word. Let's try to sound it out. Grr. Our G goes under our bottom line, just like our P's and Y's have. Grr. Sounds like a bossy R to me. Grr. 8. Okay, that is very close, and you heard the A, so you wrote the A, and that's great. But we're just going to write grr 8. There's actually a silent E right there. I had a great day. And we're going to do an exclamation point for this one because we're saying that we had such a fun day today. And that is the end of my story. Now we're going to go back and read it and make sure that it makes sense. And I talked about 3rd grade. And about how I felt during the day, maybe things I did. As I'm reading back, I'm noticing I did not put my title, so I'm going to go back to the top and write 3rd grade, or maybe first day of 3rd grade. So we have first right here, so that can help us spell it. First day, in a capital, you do want to put almost all the letters, first letter of the word capital. So we're going to say first day of 3rd, and you do not have to spell it out. You can just put 3rd grade. And I'm going to put an exclamation point because I think we had a good day. So now we're going to go back and read our story and make sure that we put all our points that we said over here in our graphic organizer. So I have my name. I have my title now, first day of 3rd grade. Now I'm going to start at now I'm just going to read it. First, I was scared. Period. That sentence looks good to me. I had breakfast. Period. The sentence looks good to me too. I, capital, met my new teacher. And I see that I really tried hard to sound that word out. So that's really good. I tried my best. Period. Next, I, capital I, because I'm talking about me, saw my friends. We played football, period. Last, we went to, flip my paper over, PE, and that is capital because that is the name of a class. Then I went home. I had a great day! Exclamation point. So I think that talks about all my feelings about how I felt about going to third grade. Says about what I did, how my day got better because I got to see some of my friends from second grade. We got to play football, which is, I know, all y'all's favorite sports. So that would make all y'all's day better. And then you went to PE, which is your favorite special. And that would make your day so much better too. And then you went home. So I think that sounds like I wrote down everything. And then at the end, I even wrote about how I am feeling better about third grade now. So when you get done, you can draw a picture or about your beginning, middle, and end if you wanted. And then turn it in.